Hello everybody, it's Peter the Rock. It's Sunday afternoon, a little bit after the previous video, and I'm approaching Latimer, the village, almost hamlet. Now a couple of things I want to show you on the village green, which we're just coming up to, which is triangular, and show you when we get to them, avoiding traffic. This house in front of me is, I'm not going to use the word iconic, but it appears in the literature describing walks around here. The houses all around here are 18th and even 17th century, which makes them 300 years old roughly. No thatch roofs, but beautiful houses. Anyway, here we have a well, not a well, a water pump. Let's see if it works. What do you think, viewers? The chances are no. No, you can't move it. But for filming purposes, you could pretend to move it, I suppose. There's a post box there in a brick surround, which is very unusual. There's a red telephone kiosk over there to the north, and to the west there are two features really in this little green. One is, this looks like a soldier, or the silhouette of a soldier. See what it says. 1914 to 1918, lest we forget the village of Latimer. In fact, it's a silhouette of a soldier from both angles. What a terrible war that was. Thousands dying in the trenches. If you weren't shot at, and you died trench foot. I suppose you can die of trench foot. And here is an obelisk. Do you call it an obelisk? I think the Egyptians did this a little bit more impressively, but these are the people who fell. South Africa, Boer War, 1899, 1902. People from Amersham list their name. Absolutely marvellous. These people remembered forever. Chesham Boys, Sarat, Captain A. Webber, Connaught Rangers. When I was brought up, I lived in a road called Connaught Road. So it's a little bit poignant. Captain C. O'Connell, CIV. I don't know what that means. And Private D. Bickerstaff, Beds Regiment. Private Bickerstaff, you did your bit, well done, man. And of course their names all the way around. It's a list of people in Cheneys. Some of them are called Trooper this or Trooper that. Flaundon, not that far from here. And quite a lot of troopers. South Africa, in honour of those who served in the war 1899 to 1902. So I don't know when this, would you call it an obelisk? I don't know when it was put up. Doesn't seem to be any sign. Obviously it was after the Boer War, at the turn of the 20th century. Shropshire Regiment, Rifle Brigade. Lots of troopers. That's sad. I wonder if they've got any relatives still living around in this area. Pay homage. There's one final little thing to see on this green, which is this. Looks like a grave. In fact, it is a grave. think it says Wilson, Major General Leonard Chesham, KGB, in 1900, died 5th of February 1911. Wow. That's really unusual to see a grave outside a graveyard. There are one or two on the Chess Valley Walk. Liberty, I think, is a few miles to the east. The horse ridden by General de Villebois Marais at the Battle of Boshoff, South Africa, April 1900, in which the general was killed and the horse wounded. It's unclear whether that's the grave of the general or the horse, or maybe both. But obviously they were well respected and they deserve their place in the centre of this triangular village green. Beautiful part of the world. This is Latimer. More or less, this is it. A few houses scattered around the green. Maybe there's some people looking at me thinking, oh dear, we don't want to become famous. It's not that Peter the Rock bloke again. So I better get a move on. I'm going to go up now to Latimer House. Isn't that a pretty house? Isn't that beautiful? Often with very old properties you see a bit of sag in the roof. It's just about evident, but barely. So it's quite inaccessible, this place, especially if you're walking or coming by public transport. I think that's how they like it. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Cheers.